The look on my stepmother's face when the judge played Grandpa's secret recordings was worth every sleepless night. I had 30 days to contest the will before probate closed. Helen assumed I'd given up. After all, I was just the unreliable dropout with no money for lawyers. What she didn't know was that my dissertation advisor specialized in elder law, and my research on financial abuse had connected me with attorneys who took cases like mine pro bono when the evidence was strong enough. The morning of the hearing, Helen strutted in wearing Grandpa's expensive watch, a gift he'd specifically promised to me in those recordings. Marcus looked smug in his tailored suit, already counting his windfall. My attorney started simply, "Your Honor, we have audio evidence that directly contradicts the circumstances under which this will was created." Helen's face went white. "That's impossible. The deceased kept audio journals for 2 years, including the period during which this will was allegedly created." My attorney gestured to me. His granddaughter, a researcher specializing in elder fraud, discovered these recordings while collecting personal effects. We played the recordings. Grandpa's confused voice filled the courtroom, talking about pressure, about not remembering, about Helen's help with changing his will. The audio from the day after the will was signed was particularly damning. "I don't understand what I did yesterday. Helen says it was important, but I feel like something is wrong." Helen tried to interrupt. "He was confused. This doesn't prove..." The judge held up her hand. "Mrs. Chen, the recordings will speak for themselves. The final recording was from just weeks before Grandpa died, his voice clearer than it had been in months. I remember now. I didn't want to change my will. Helen kept saying I had to, that it was what I wanted, but I never wanted that. I wanted to leave the house to my granddaughter. She's the only one who really knew me." Marcus was frantically whispering to Helen, but the damage was done. The judge examined the medical records we'd subpoenaed, reviewed the financial transactions, and listened to testimony from Grandpa's doctor about his cognitive state during the time the will was changed. "This court finds clear and convincing evidence of undue influence and potential fraud," the judge declared. "The 2023 will is hereby declared invalid. The previous will from 2021 stands as the deceased's true last testament." Helen stormed out, but not before hissing at me. "You always were vindictive." I smiled. "No, Helen, I was just patient." 6 months later, I'm writing this from Grandpa's kitchen, my kitchen now. The house needs work, but every creaky floorboard reminds me that sometimes the black sheep is exactly who you want in your corner. Edit. For those asking about Helen and Marcus, turns out financial elder abuse is a felony. The DA's office found my evidence very interesting. Justice served indeed.